Nikko's been on my bucket list for a while, so how did I end up somewhere I couldn't even pronounce? Nikko's definitely gaining popularity amongst tourists, and after a quick search, it's hard not to get sucked into its majestic and overly edited and saturated scenery. Problem is, every hotel was either fully booked or ridiculously expensive, so I started looking for other options, and that's how I found
Utsumoya. Utsumoria. Am I saying that right? Utsunomiya.
Anyway, I booked a hotel there and set off. Utsunomiya is a city in the Tochigi prefecture. It's about an hour and a half north of Tokyo, and just 45 minutes away from Nikko. But it's not just close to Nikko. It's the Gyoza capital of Japan, with over 300 places serving dumplings. You'd think there'd be plenty to go around, yet people are constantly lining up for their favorite spots. So I had to see what all the hype was about. The menu's simple: grilled, boiled, or both, with a side of rice. You only get one chance to order, so I went all in with the biggest set. Crispy, juicy gyoza, dipped in soy sauce and chili oil. And yeah, I came back every single day I was there. But before heading off to Nikko, I was curious to explore Utsunomiya some more. At the heart of the city is Futaarayama Shrine, one of the oldest in the region. Dedicated to the guardian deity of the Tochigi prefecture and founder of Utsunomiya. Built in the 8th century, over 1600 years ago, it still serves as a place for worship and good fortune. There was still one more spot I wanted to check out, just north of the shrine, Hachimanyama Park, which led me to the Shōniji temple tucked inside. Beside it was a pathway lined with statues that drew me to the back of the temple. And that's when I discovered something I wasn't expecting. 500 unique rakan statues. Each one had its own distinct expression, representing disciples of Buddha who reached enlightenment, but chose to remain in this world to help guide others. It was mesmerizing, just me and the hundreds of statues all silently looking back at me. It felt truly like a hidden gem I discovered. But Hachimanyama Park wasn't done surprising me. Check out this random bridge I found in the park. I guess this is one of the biggest landmarks in Utsunomiya. And yeah, when I wherever I entered on the park before, it was basically like a cemetery, but had some really nice like statues and really cool atmosphere. And then I turned around the corner and there's this random bridge here that has a really nice view of the city here. Back in the city, just when I thought I'd seen it all, I witnessed a spectacle of daily life. There was something about a mob of kids riding home on their bikes that felt cinematic. You'll find bikes everywhere here, even in the most unexpected places. It's these little slices of life that stick with you. But it was time to finally head to Nikko, the reason I came out here to begin with. A 45-minute train ride, followed by a 30-minute walk to its main attractions. The first stop was the iconic Shinkyo Bridge, which I immediately recognized from my research, which is right before you enter the national park. From there, I explored the grand Nikkozan Rin'noji temple, founded in the 8th century by the monk who brought Buddhism to the region. But also, you'll find crowds. Big crowds. The line to enter was massive, stretching out as far as the eye could see. Turns out, I wasn't the only one with the idea to visit during the fall foliage. Once you make your way through the crowds though, there's beautiful scenery to take in. From the towering Gojunoto Pagoda to the intricate Yōmeimon Gate, the craftsmanship here is unreal. Every detail bold and intricate, symbolizing peace and prosperity from the Edo period. The main attraction though is the Gohonsha temple, where Tokugawa Ieyasu, founder of the Tokugawa shogunate, is honored as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's beautifully decorated with colorful carvings and gold details. You can even queue up to go inside the prayer hall to participate in a brief ceremony. And if you make it up the stone steps to the very top, you'll find Tokugawa Ieyasu's final resting place, honoring one of Japan's most influential figures. There's a lot to see in Nikko. You could easily spend a whole day here. Its scenery and history definitely make it worth the visit, but the crowds do change the vibe. At times, it felt more like a theme park than a peaceful retreat, but don't let that stop you, just something to keep in mind when you're planning your visit. Looking back though, the real surprise was how much I enjoyed Utsunomiya. Probably wouldn't have stumbled upon it if it weren't for Nikko, but I'm glad I did. It's not a place that particularly stands out, but that's what gives it its charm. A place where you feel like you're part of everyday life, and not just passing through as a tourist. So if you find yourself struggling to find a place near Nikko, don't worry, there's another option nearby. Utsunomiya. Definitely a name I won't forget.